Hey guys, this is going to be my first video of many soon to come. I've been an avid WIZARD101 player ever since I was young. I've probably been playing this game for upwards of like 9 or 10 years whenever the game first came out. I remember seeing it first being broadcasted on TV, and I just fell in love with it. So I kind of wanted to go through some of these videos and go through like my tips and tricks that I've learned over the years and how successful I've been with the game. But this video I really wanted to focus in on the gardening. So I have a gardening tip and trick that I was utilizing for many years, and I've had this account probably for, I would say, like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and most of these wizards here, except for these three, have been into gardening. So I'll be using this balance wizard, who's my PvP one, for this today. A big house that I would recommend to anyone would definitely be the either Botanical Gardens or the Red Barn Farm. This wizard obviously has the Red Barn Farm here. If you don't already have them, I totally suggest buying one. The reason being is you will earn, I believe it's about 20% boost for any plant that you actually plant within the house itself. This is the house here that I have. The reason why I suggest this also, or the Botanical Gardens, is because you can actually buy it with gold. So if you're a little hard on crowns right now, it is kind of pricey at 12.5. You could always go over to the gold section and purchase it for 125,000. You could always do, Vesterlin farming or whatever. You can do the amulet farming as well, and I can insert that into a next video too. So to start this video off, we're looking at, I just kind of wanted to show you around some of my current plots. This over here is a quite large, I believe it holds like, I want to say 50 plus EMPs or evil magma peas, which is an exclusive seed that you can buy here for $12.50. And this was going back probably maybe like a year and a half, 2 years, where they used to have the double gardening experience, and it boosted the seeds as well. Unfortunately, I have recently taken that away, to our dismay. However, if you are able to get your hands on part of these, they do guarantee a mega snack drop for every elder drop, which is awesome, very helpful. Over here I have the Sunyans for my low level PvP, and over here are the Jewel Stars. Jewel Stars are awesome if you're trying to get like pet jewels. So for example, the biggest thing that I got from one of these bad boys would be the spell proof right here. I was able to put this on my Ultra Spider Golem, and it kind of just makes it an even pet. But today I kind of wanted to focus in on the gardening tips that I had would be the stacking of plots. So over here you can see I actually started a little bit the stacking process, and the final version looks like this, where you can have multiple stories of the same plants within the same radius of a spell. And that's the biggest tip that I can share with you guys as far as gardening goes, that even if you're beginning, or kind of just starting, or even kind of well experienced, this is the best way to get the max benefit out of such limited space that we do have in these homes. So instead of having especially over here in the couch potatoes, which you can farm in Grizzleheim, kind of laid out through this plot and maybe over here, once I got enough couch potatoes to do that, I have them stacked up 2 stories high, and when I were to use a spell within this radius, it actually attacks both tiers rather than just the bottom or the top. So it's super helpful in energy conservation. Over here, again, I did it for the evil magma peas, the EMPs, but you can see where the radius hits. and that is really helpful because this is actually 3 stories. You can see over here there's, I can try to change the layout here. There's 1 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, and then 1 on the very top, and that is just really helpful in energy conservation when you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. Usually that comes a little bit later on if you're just kind of starting now. I would suggest doing a quick wiki search through the WIZARD101 portal and just to see what kind of plants give out the most coins, or maybe snacks that you're kind of just getting into, like creating your pets. But anyway, what you're going to want to need for this is going to be the low square table. You can find that at the bazaar. And then any kind of a crate, so a crate of jelly beans, hot dogs, pies, and then you're going to want to at least buy 4 of them. This is for medium plots, and I would suggest doing that for the EMPs. It doesn't have to be enchanted. But anyways, what you would typically do is you would place the crates on the corner, move the table over to where you would like to put your plot, and then all you have to do from there is simply go into your gardening, soil spells. I like to use the plots over the pots. I don't even think you can do it with the pots, but you might be able to. And put the plot over the corner. It's kind of weird because it only spawns within this right top corner of the crates. But once you get the hang of it, you can just simply move the table and spawn another plot. I gotta try that one again. So after a little while you get the hang of it, and what I like to do is try to match it up on the top and the bottom, make sure that they're lined up so that way that the radius is pretty even. Let's see here. Once you've done that, always make sure that you work from top to bottom, so that way you can move this freely on the top layer and then you can focus on the bottom layer. If you do end up messing up, you could always go to your utility, your plow, and remove the plot that you messed up on, especially if it's not even. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. It's a quick one, but definitely very helpful for those that don't already know this. I'm glad they still have this in the game itself. It does save a lot of space in these limited item count places. Unfortunately, it does count towards your item count, so you can see here I have 310 out of 350. So there's no way really to get around that. But if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and then I will be producing some more soon to follow.